Chuck Mangione was a person that was depicted in the animated series of King of the Hill. He was a very iconic trumpet player, and I could be
Never seen the show.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
You watch it because they sound like you. It's
Bullshit. King of the Hill is something that is easily enjoyed nationwide. North, south, east, west, west, it doesn't fucking matter. He, she, we, wombo, it doesn't fucking matter. King of the Hill is enjoyed all the way around. That I don't know you, that's my purse. That propane and propane accessories.
ADHP, the millennial cruise on beat. Laugh, cry, and repeat. That's the weekly heat. Our turn is pending, but we show up anyway. Turn it up, let it play. This is ADHP.
Welcome back to another episode of ADHP and Happy New Year. I'm back with your favorite.
Oh, is that my gut?
Oh, that was for you.
Well, you fucked up the whole intro. Like this isn't our normal bit where you go in. Like you never introduce me. Like Anyways, welcome to Adulthood Pending. I'm Nick. I'm back after a week after being on a family vacation / Christmas trip / I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
His PTO was approved.
My PTO was approved, and I went to one of the places that probably PTO wasn't needed.
Where did you go? We were talking about this last week. We're like, where's Nick? And we're like, we have no idea.
I went to Iowa.
Why?
My majority of my dad's side of the family is in Iowa. So this year, because I flip the holidays each year between my mom and my dad. And so this year I went to Thanksgiving at my mom's. Christmas was with my dad this year. So they picked me up in Oklahoma City. We drove all the way up to Iowa. Every state looked the same in between. And then I was there for a week. Exactly.
A whole week.
A whole week of Iowa.
That's a long time in Iowa, I feel.
Yes. A lot of white people.
I don't think I would thrive well in that environment personally.
1000% you would not. You would.
Okay. As long as we're both on the same page as that, I think we're fine.
You consider yourself laundry. You'd fold.
I would fold.
You would be folded.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But Nick, it's the new year. It's the new year, and it's not for us right now.
We're a few days off.
For the future of the show, for the people who are actually listening, it's January 2nd, and it's 2026, and I don't know if you've given some thought. Obviously, it's not. We haven't really had our New Year's Eve moment yet, and I didn't want to record on New Year's Eve. I've done some reflecting on the year. I don't know if you have already or not, though.
I reflect always throughout the year, never on one sole date.
Okay.
You for sure need to probably self-reflect daily.
Listen, my yoga instructor and I have discussed how I'm going to start doing yoga or start doing meditation, and that is important to do meditation.
That's cool that your yoga instructor said that. What has your therapist said?
I haven't gone back.
Yeah, well, that could be a problem.
But listen, the guy, I need a therapist that's going to be like, you need to stop being a little bitch. And that's the kind of motivation I need. And that's why I continue to do this show, Nick, and why we continue to do this, because you're the one that tells me I need to stop being a little bitch.
No, listen, if you're wanting that, you might as well go ahead and take the incel red pill. Go listen to some Andrew Tate, which, by the way, I'm not condoning anything that he says, does. I hate the guy. If you want someone to tell you to quit being, as you said, a little bitch, go listen to Andrew Tate. Unfortunately, I think that you need to. Here, I'm not even going to charge you for this. You need to nut up, Zaga, and take what the therapist tells you and apply it. Maybe some accountability, some
so that's the issue I have with my therapist personally. And I don't think he even has checked out. I told him all about the show, and I told him if he wants some further insight of what's wrong with me, he needs to check the show out, because there's plethora of things that we've discussed that show that I have issues.
Yeah, but there's also some things that you rage bait that you don't even fully believe in.
It's true.
So therefore you'd be lying to tell you what, there is a simple plan to all this. And I'm so glad that I took the time off and now I'm coming back with a clearer head.
Clear
Because
mind.
now I can
ready
fucking
for
do
work.
this. Now I can fucking do this. I've had this is the first time on the episode that I've had coffee, so maybe that's a perk to it. I don't know.
He's not sleepy, guys. He's not sleepy this time. It's fine.
But this is what you can do. Continue to see your therapist because you're paying said therapist to do so.
I refuse to pay that bill. I requested a refund.
Okay, well, anyways, take what the therapist has told you, regurgitate it back to me, and I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up, and this is what you're going to do in layman's terms of what they have told you.
See, the problem with the therapist is
For free.
But he hasn't even told me anything. He's just like, you just need to talk. And I'm like,
you gotta go more than once. You have to go more than once.
We went 3 times. We did 3 sessions. 3 sessions. And
How long? How long were your sessions?
Hour sessions.
Hour sessions. How consecutive?
I even dropped him little tidbits, like little nuggets. Like, you should ask further. I wanted to test my therapist and see how much information are you trying to gather. 1, my man took no notes. He just tried to remember everything on top of his head. 2, I dropped all my mommy issues. Dropped some of my daddy issues. Threw some I just really struggled with my ADHD this week. And I'm waiting for him to ask me, why do you feel that way? What do you think sparked it? Like somebody should ask. And he's just like, oh, that happens. And I'm like, motherfucker.
See, you become desensitized to what therapists are allegedly supposed to do due
he
to
said he's just going to listen.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, that's what they're
to listen. We have new listeners, part of the show now. New
They're in the
subscribers.
Philippines. They don't speak English.
Hey, listen, half of our listeners from the Discord do go to therapy, and they could pass this along to their therapist for some additional advice here.
Okay, well, see, if they go to therapy and they're seeing results out of their therapist, but you're seeing a therapist, but you're not getting the results that you want, there's a fucking common denominator here. You are the problem.
Your dog came in like, Dad, you good?
He hasn't seen me in a week. He knows what's up.
He's like, oh God, the gray guy on the screen again. Because they can't see shades of red, so I'm just gray to him.
How do you know?
That's scientifically proven. Dogs can see blue and yellow.
Well, you have blue and you got yellow in there. He sees that because you know
he
what?
Sees the background, but my face is gray.
Yeah, but your hat is yellow.
Exactly. He can see the yellow hat, but I'm the gray guy. I don't always wear yellow.
He watches Bluey every week.
Yo, Bear in the Big Blue House, by the way, great for dogs. If you guys want, put that on. Dogs love it.
Bluey, he sleeps
Bluey too. Bluey's great for dogs, because all the colors.
Oh yeah, they see it.
But Nick, it is the new year, and
yes.
Despite my therapist not doing his job, I've done some reflecting personally. The problem with me going to therapy is I'm very self-aware. I know I have problems, and I've made it very clear what problems I have on this show.
But the question is, are you going to fix any of them?
We're working on it.
Okay.
We are working on it. Mildly. Like, if this was on the scale of heat, we're at the first wing on hot ones. That is what we are on. And we're just, anytime I 6'7", by the way, it's just going to be the slinky. 6'7".
The only reason he even touched the slinky is because prior to recording, I told him that there was a high probability that he was not going to touch it. So if I would have gambled, I would have lost. And he only did it just to fuck with me. So let that be known.
That was on my Christmas list, okay?
I understand it was on your Christmas list. But you never touch anything. There's nothing else you ever touch around you.
No. I mean, I have many things around me. There's some of these
you do, but you don't ever touch them.
Some of these aren't playable, Nick.
Bullshit. Everything is playable.
I'm not going to sit here and play action figures on camera.
Why?
Because I don't have any action figures.
Yeah, well.
It's like, that's your fucking problem. You need some goddamn action figures.
Yeah, I have some sitting right back here.
But I didn't. So, I mean, I know what you're doing on New Year's Eve. It's pretty much the same thing I'm doing on New Year's Eve, which we're not going to talk about this week because it hasn't come out yet, so we can't discuss it. But I'm assuming at 8 p.m. you are tuning in to Netflix.
1,000%. And you know what's going to happen?
It's going to crash.
Very good. Yes, it is 1000% going to fucking crash. It did it on volume 1, it did it on volume 2, and it is most definitely going to happen on volume 3. Duffer
Yes.
Brothers, it is not your fault. Netflix, fix your shit. You are a multi-billion-dollar company who continuously fuck us on subscriptions and price increases to not be able to harness the sheer power that you need to stream what the fuck you need
Your
to.
best show you've ever made.
Yeah, you're a Netflix original, which is beautifully done,
right?
and you guys cannot just get it right. I let go the whole Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight because we got to see Mike Tyson's cheeks all together, but for the simple fact that you can't, it's not even live, and I have to fucking struggle to watch it. Like I pay for the bottom tier. I get ads. That's fine. I'm cheap. I understand that. But everyone else that pays for the premium subscription should not have issues with this whole fucking thing.
Listen, I'm going to wait till like 8:30.
I actually might wait until it gets closer, probably like at 9:30, 10 o'clock, because it's like 2 hours. And that way, when the finale hits, it's midnight.
Right?
Cinema.
Unless the ending's absolutely terrible, then you're going to start the new year in a terrible place. But that's not what this episode's about.
No,
this episode's about starting the new year in a positive place. And that's what we're going to do. And the title of this episode was New Year, Same Problems, which I feel like a lot of people do and still have. Every time that the new year comes around, we hear a number of things. And we're going to get into that. But is it me, though? Or do you feel that January is like, it's hostile, judgmental energy, in my opinion?
In your opinion, yes.
In my opinion.
In your opinion, yes. I think it's just a whole nother year in a month.
A whole nother year in 1 month. Gotcha.
And 1000%. January drags on from the 1st all the way to the 31st. And it's like the long winter. It's like in Game of Thrones. Winter is coming, but it just keeps coming and coming and coming.
Yes, it is like what's her name? Bonnie? And for those of you who don't know, there is an adult star who 100 men in one day.
Oh, she's under a lot of fire too, because she's still doing the mass numbers in different countries and she's pissing off countries. Anyways,
I'm not judging. This is the one time I'm not going to judge. She's making her money. However, that is what January feels like. I missed you, buddy. It's glad to have you back.
January is just like a gangbang I didn't ask for. And it is, I mean, it's like January 1st, and then it's just all the way to 31st. Just bam, 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 bam.
Oh, dude. And
it's cold on top of that.
Like, January is so hostile. Like, you got to pay back all your, like, any credit card debt you had from the holidays. Like, that's when it starts. You get that bill, and you're like, oh, shit, man. What happened to the $25? Well, you want $200? It was $25 a week ago.
About a week ago.
And then you got the cold that just nonstops,
I feel like the cold that happens in January and February are harsher than what's supposed to happen in November, December. It is a lot harsher.
And you're in a whole different part of the country. So over here, it's already snowed 3 times. And I'm not happy about it. I throw my back out one time with it. This time, good. The best Christmas present I gotten, by the way, my uncle Paul, he's a doctor, not Asian, ironically. The one doctor in the family who's not Asian. The only doctor in the family, and he's not Asian. He realigned my back.
For free?
On Christmas Day, yeah. It was a great experience. It feels like you got kicked in the nuts. But then after that, it goes away, and you're like, wow, I don't feel any pain.
You are dead.
I feel like it. On the inside. But yeah, no. So he realigned my back. It, like, he did this weird stuff where he cracked my legs and my hips and then twisted me. And then he put his fists between my knees and he's like this, and he goes, squeeze. and I squeezed my knees together, and then there was this. It felt like I was a Vecna attack. I felt like Max at the end of season, what was it, 4?
Yeah, into season 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So my whole pelvis did that. I felt like I got kicked in the nuts. And then after 3 seconds, he pulled me up and he was like, yo, breathe. And I breathed. And then I stood up and I was like, I don't feel the tingles. There's no tingles going down my leg. And since then, knock on wood, we have been in good standing and no back pain. So very happy about that. But I want to lead us into our weekly segment. You know it, Nick. We don't even have to chant it. Ellie was so excited, by the way, last week, so I had to actually chant it with her. Like, we were in person, and I had to give it to her. But
First timers.
It is time for the weekly crisis.
Yeah, and also we've got to work on that.
Why?
Because when the audio goes on for that audio plays way too fucking long to our segments.
Oh, it does.
Because I'm sitting here trying to listen to our weekly crisis, even though we talked about it, and then I'm trying to do the whole Nick doesn't get it thing. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to listen, but all I can hear is that little fucking jingle in the background.
Really? It's too loud. Okay, I adjusted it last week, so hopefully that adjustment helps.
I will let you know.
Please let me know.
I'll let you know.
Let me know, people. I don't use headphones. I use speakers. I say studio speakers. They're like $30 speakers I found on Amazon they look like studio speakers for aesthetic. Which I don't really have ways to really hear it other than that, so I don't know if it comes out perfect or not. So let me know. But this is the weekly crisis, and the jingle is playing currently in the background. Now I did have I did want to do a weekly crisis, but I feel like that's negativity we don't need to put out into the world. It's a new year, and this is the first episode of the new year, and I don't want to put any negativity out there. Unless you have a crisis that you need to complain about. You traveled, so.
I really, even traveling, I didn't have any crisis.
No crises, huh?
No crisis, no crises.
That's a great thing, though, and I'm very happy for you. So
Yeah.
we're not gonna have a weekly crisis. We're not gonna crisis it up. Next week, 100% crisis. This week,
maybe this week just be weekly cherishes.
Weekly. What did you cherish from the year of 2025, Nick?
The year of 2025. There's
Yes.
a lot.
Yeah, pick one. Only one. Only one.
You sound like Nick Miller. You only have one wife? You can't have both wives?
Wait, who is that?
Nick Miller from New Girl.
Oh, okay.
When Schmidt tells him that he's dating Elizabeth and
He say yes.
you know the episode.
I remember the scene now. I remember the scene. My fault. So no, we'll give you a 5. 5 is fair. Is that more? Is that too much?
I might be able to do 5. I might be able to do 5.
3? 3 for sure.
I can at least do 3 for sure.
We'll do 3. We'll stick with 3.
Definitely gonna say become more involved and important at my job. Something
Good.
a lot of hard work is slowly starting to pay off. So and 2026 is going to be an even bigger year in that department all together. I'd say stay tuned, but you guys don't know what the fuck I do, so it doesn't matter. Number 3 or 2, yeah, I can't count. Living fully on my own. It was a bit of a struggle at first, but kicking the roommate out after he was gone, it was a little bit of a struggle, but the amount of stress that left with it, there was a silver lining, and now I'm sustainable partially, and so I can go about it that way. And thirdly, I'm gonna say getting my finances are probably the most in order that they have ever been in order.
I'm proud of you. That's great.
Hold on. Actually, I'm going to put a pin in it because I'm going to let you do your cherishes, and then I'm going to hit you with something.
You're hitting me with something.
I'm going to hit you with something.
You want to hit me first?
Figuratively or physically? Because, I mean, this...
Baby, these hands always ready, son. So you want to do physically? Fly your ass up here. Let's go.
It's okay. I'm from the streets. I'll hit you in the dick. I don't care.
What did you want to say? Go ahead.
Oh, so if you remember, I know you remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember a while back, Zaga was on this kick, and that I think he's probably still on, if he hasn't already bought him already.
I probably did.
I was gonna say odds are he probably already has, but he hasn't talked about him, so I don't think he's actually bought him yet. Zaga has been mentioning the whole Meta glasses and the Ray-Ban and stuff like that. Have you bought him yet?
I have had a pair of Meta glasses since May.
And are they the Ray-Ban?
Yes.
Okay. I ask you, how much did you pay for them, roughly?
Well, mine are the base one that you can just order is $300.
I just want to know what you paid for,
because I have prescriptions and I need glasses. Mine were about $600.
Okay,
which still isn't bad. Still not bad for what it can do.
Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to know, and this is for people that don't have prescription, that don't need them. Like, I have a set of fake glasses. I don't need glasses. I can still see that I'm not shit, but I mean, I don't need glasses to see that. As Zaga also is part of this, is addicted to TikTok.
Yes.
There are Meta glasses on TikTok, $50.
They're not real Meta ones, though, are they?
They are.
Really?
They can record, they can translate, they can...
But are they from the Facebook Meta?
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm not knocking it. My coworker did buy a pair of cheap ones. He found, I don't know how much he spent on them on the TikTok shop. He bit the bullet the other day and went and got his eyes fixed and ordered his glasses. So, or get his prescription. That's what it is. Get his prescription, and then he ordered them. So we're going to see how he likes them, but I don't know.
And here's my
But he
thing,
said the other one, like the quality just wasn't that as good as he wanted it to be. So,
well, I've been watching the videos of these two, and there is only like a sliver of a difference in the video quality, and the fact that it is the name brand. So if you don't care, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't care about name brand, like I don't care about name brand, and you want a set of Meta glasses, and if you're nasty like that, those Meta glasses are probably bang for your buck. No pun intended.
Nasty like that, specifically.
No pun intended. I'm just saying, the Bonnie comment earlier would probably benefit from it if they don't already have that going. He had to take off his glasses for that one.
Yeah, I did. No, I thought my lights like dimmed for a second, and then it freaked me out. So I was just checking. But yeah. No, I need the sunglasses on because I have two studio lights like right in my face at all times. So it's hard to see. And I have a Wu-Tang light over there. And then all lights behind me. And there's just too much going on at all times. So my weekly cherish, I guess I would say. First thing I'll cherish this from this year is creating ADHP. What this has become, I'm very, very happy with. And I want to keep, I hope my ADHD brain doesn't change the show any further. I'm very happy with everything we've created with this. It's so much fun. Along with that, because this is a twofer for one, is the fans. I love you guys. You guys are the reason why I do this every week. And, something as stupid as I can't thank Windsor enough for Captain Windsor for giving me that cricket. That shit is, I'm so excited to use it. And no, I'm grateful for what we created, man. Like, we made this shit. Like, it started with 4 of us and it just got down to us 2 again. And here we are. We're riding it out.
Speaking of which, I saw Adriana's
back. Check out the Clan Slam. She's coming back.
I saw that she had. I saw it came across my FYP. I was like, oh shit.
Right. I think I even commented. I said, I'm so happy to see you doing content again. Which I am. She was a cool chick. I have nothing negative to say about her.
Yeah, there's no qualms there. There's no bad blood.
No bad blood. I'm just happy to see she's doing better enough to step in front of the camera and tell her story. And and do what she does. And obviously, if she ever wants to come back and guest on the show, she is more than welcome to. I'll say my number 2, cherish. I got my finances in order to, Nick. We've discussed this on the show.
I find that very hard to believe.
I've been why?
Zaga, let's just look at the history. Come on now.
I just don't understand.
If I were your accountant,
Let me put it this great job.
No. I want to put this in perspective. If I were your accountant, there is a scene. If I were your accountant, there is a scene from a movie that I would be in the exact way. And that movie, I'm also going to be. I want to pay a little bit of homage and a little bit of respect to the man who did it. R.I.P. to Rob Reiner. Terrible accident, or not accident, terrible incident that did occur. But the scene where he comes in on Wolf of Wall Street and he questions everything they bought during that fucking dinner and everything is exactly how I would react to all of your purchases.
So this year, yes, I've made some frivolous purchases, but I prepared and saved and made those purchases smartly. In the past, I would just continuously buy things that I just wanted. Now, we review. Is it a want or is it a need? I needed my WWE belt.
I'll give you a free pass. I let the WWE stuff go because it was your first time going to a live event, and I was in that treat yourself moment with you. Like I wanted you to encapsulate that moment, and you didn't fail me. You did exactly what you were supposed to do.
I bought the grass wall, but the grass wall looks great. Looks good.
But your definition between need and want, the line is
it's so very slim. I
could literally I could blow and it's just going to erase that line. It's like when you were in school and you would erase something and you could still kind of see the marks. That is your line.
But I haven't even bought anything crazy this year. I bought no crazy new tech. I did buy a Mac. But that's for the show. That's a write-off. I spent a lot of money on Magic cards, but that was a Christmas present. It was part of a Christmas present. I was included in the Christmas present, but it was part of the Christmas present. I bought Logic's movie. That was $8. By the way, great watch. Great watch. Anybody who's a fan of Clerks and or Friday, it's 6-7. It's like that. It's like that if the two had a baby and it was a little biracial baby named Logic. And great movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So many good cameos in that thing. And then number 3, what I cherished from this year is I really want to say my uncle for fixing my fucking back, bro. That shit was life-changing. I don't know, man. I had a lot of my experiences this year. I've met so many cool people. I went to some really cool places. For the honeymoon, and I don't know. I just shit really. I cherish the mindset this year had put me in, and what I'm gonna carry into 2026 with. And that's as broad as I can make it without going into a lot of detail about what we're gonna plan to do here. But I want to get into our main subject though. Which, before I talk about what I want to do in 2026, have you come up with your New Year's resolution, Nick?
Kinda. Not really, kinda. There's like a thought of a rough draft of a blueprint of a thought.
Okay. What does that entail?
I do need to start taking better care of myself. Physically.
Like going to the gym and shit?
Well, back to stretching and working out at home. I'm not going to pay for a gym membership. I can do all the shit at home for a lesser price. I'm very frugal with my money. Opposed.
This is why we're polar opposites.
I know. And other than that, I just want to become a better version of myself at this, because I think I started the warm up closing out 2025. I feel like I really started to unfold and become a better version of me on the second toward the tail end of 2025. And I think 2026, I want to harness that. What's the word I'm looking for?
Energy.
Energy, but there's a better word. I'll think of it as we're just gonna go with energy. That energy that I had, and I want to harness it and pulsate it forward, or like create bigger energy.
Okay.
I'm using the words I don't want to use. It's because I'm drawing a blank here, but
It's fine. I put you on the spot with this.
no, it's fine. Like I knew it was coming. But
So did Bonnie.
hey yo, but no, that's. I have a quote that I'm gonna wait to the end because it does kind of entail kind of more about my plans, but I'll wait for it as my
Okay.
closing.
Okay. I have a lot I want to do in 2026. I've made it very clear I want to be debt free. That's the number one goal personally. I want to get my health in order because I am going to Hawaii, and Tony, without it, or wow, I call myself illegal. The Zaga, oh gosh, Zaga doesn't look good without a shirt right now. So we need to. And Hawaii is a shirt where I feel like I need to be shirtless or have my shirt open, and ain't nobody ready for that midriff. And we need to work on that. So starting to go to yoga, take care of my back. Gonna start, trying to work, pay off my debts a little quicker. And I'm gonna give more effort to the show, and that's kind of the things I'm gonna mainly focus on. Already started doing such, and we see that has been a change. Also, the fans might have paid attention and realized how many views we got, and then pulled up a clip that we talked about in like episode, I don't know, 13. And yeah, we're gonna have to do an episode that you're not gonna be very happy about doing. Just so you're aware.
I'm not aware.
We talked about this many a month ago. That if an episode hit X amount of views, we would do an entire episode as such. And you said, I'm not doing it. And I'm like, we got to do it. We promised the fans. And you're like, I didn't promise shit. I'm like, well, we are a team and we promised the fans. We're going to have to go drag. Listen, the good news is the episode had 6.8 thousand views. That's great. That is great news. We should be celebrating this information going into 2026.
Listen, my dog is not fully registered as a support animal. He understood the assignment just now. He saw the head drop. He saw the disappointment. And now here he is.
I'm just saying, a wig. I mean, listen, I'll even, we don't even got to put dresses on. We can get a moo-moo.
I'm getting
a moo-moo. We'll
I'm getting a bonnet.
I'm down for a bonnet. Shit would be so fun. Okay. We'll plan for that. This is not going to happen instantaneously. Okay, we need to prep for these things.
I think that should be the very first episode of the next season.
Season 2 will start with that episode, I promise. And I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but Copper will be part of that. He's part of this team.
I think Copper should be in boots, a muumuu, or a nightgown.
Oh, that'd be so great. But with those resolutions that we talked about that people are going to do, I feel like we have to judge you on some of them. Because
why do we have to judge people for the stuff that they do?
Because they lie to themselves, Nick.
That's their problem, not ours.
Yes, but I'm gonna have to call you guys out on this stuff.
No,
and for the very first one, we're gonna talk about the people, and this every year you see it, and this is why people get in the game of selling gym memberships. It's the delusional fitness resolution.
Though, I will say that first of the year, the promos. No, I'm not worried about that. The promos them hoes run.
They do run good promos.
They run some great promos, and then obviously 3 months in, you cancel it. But I mean,
3 months in.
Fuck yeah! It starts to get fucking expensive. Like it seems great in the get go. But the only thing I'm going to say about, because I know this is going to continue going, the only thing I'm going to say about New Year's resolutions is I don't, and this is a realization that I have finally come to and accepted, is that when it comes to New Year's resolutions, I don't believe that you have to wait until the new year to start these. If you have the idea of what you're wanting to do to change your life, to change everything in your life, I'm just going to sum it up as that. Start that day, start the next day. You don't have to wait. There's the society and the way that social media works has got us so brainwashed that they feel like you have to wait. Oh, I have to wait till January 1st. Why? What is stopping you from doing it the next day?
Exactly. So this is why I'm going to make fun of you. And I say this because usually by January 10th, there's no more gym selfies.
I disagree.
They go from 80% of your feed to drop into you see 2 pictures. And I say this though, because you have the people who overextend it. And that's what this really is about. It's people who say, I'm doing this for the New Year's, and you overdo it. Don't overdo it. Slow roll. You don't need to go to the gym 5 to 7 days a week. Go twice a week.
If you can do the 5, cool. But if you can't, I mean, honestly, I say go with what you feel, because there's been times I used to have a strict workout routine where I would go. I know it doesn't look like it, but I used to go 4 to 5 times a week. Sometimes I would go every single day. I got to the point where I'm like, I can't do this. I was missing out on other stuff I wanted to do. And then my body was like, yo, dog, what are you doing? I mean, come on now.
Yeah. See, I can't do that personally because, I don't have a lot of time in my life. I trying to figure out this yoga schedule thing's a goddamn nightmare. But you got people who are like, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym every day. No, you're not. You barely got up on time for work. You're not waking up 2 hours extra early to go to the gym so you can get home, shower, and then get ready for work. You're not doing that.
That's for me. If I were to tell myself, oh yeah, we're going to get up early, we're going to go to the gym before, which I've done. It's different for me because I have a shower at my work, so I can shower at work.
Okay.
But my thing
is people, that's a clue. There's a shower at work. Pay attention, write it down.
It's a
hazard. I got the whiteboard.
But for me to go to the gym now, I'm already up at 4:30 in the morning. So you're telling me that I would need to wake up at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning? Which, I mean, pause. I don't have to be at work until a certain time anyway. So I could technically wake up at 4, workout, then go there. By the time I wake up now, I could work out at home, stretch, do all that, have coffee, get dressed, make my lunch, yada, 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 then hit work, still early, still on time. Bing, bang, boom. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. See, I'm not going to the gym until my back's ready. This new feeling that I'm having, I'm feeling rejuvenated. See, I've already started. See, guys, last week, I don't know if you noticed, and the week before, I've had bottles of water, Poland Spring, because I'm bougie. Bottles of water. That's what I've been drinking lately. But and I just want to be clear. I'm not making fun of you for wanting to go to the gym for the new year. I think that's a great thing for you. But I'm making fun of the people who overdo it and make it their identity for about 2 weeks and then get burnt out. That's what these are all about. And I want to make sure people aren't getting mad. Now, the clips aren't going to realize that, but if you listen to the whole episode, you understand I'm not an asshole. But I want people to think that I'm an asshole, and that's okay. But to the next one. Because going to the gym is making yourself be better, feel good about yourself. I want to talk about the vague spiritual people. The ones that are 2026 is my year to heal. It's my year to grow. Grow into what, fam? You ain't fucking growing into shit. You're already weed at this point.
See, that's the other thing. This is where Zaga and I fucking differ.
What do you mean? They're not. And I'm talking about the people that do that every year. They do this. It's the same people that do the same thing every year. That's the whole point of this.
Well, see, my thing is there are the people that do this, and there is a lot of people that say a lot of repeated stuff every single year. I was one of those people. I have been one of those people.
Yeah, so laugh at yourself.
But the thing is if you can't, but the difference between me and some others is that I hold myself accountable, and I know that I was the reasoning as to why I didn't reach that new level.
And that's the whole point of this. It's the people who just use it as a facade. Fuck them. got to push to be better every day, not just, for TikTok and Facebook. Start by getting a journal. Don't buy. Listen, I understand crystals hold the energies and all that stuff. I understand that. I'm not knocking that. My wife will kill me. I think that if that's what makes you feel good, it makes you feel good. But don't go to the fucking store, spend like $2,000 on fucking crystals and be like, I'm healed. It don't work like that. You can't just carry a stone in your pocket and be like, I'm healing. No, face your traumas. Go to therapy. Don't work for me. Will work for you. Which leads me to my next one. The therapy word salad is what this one says. But you're like, I'm protecting my peace. I'm setting boundaries. I'm choosing me. No, that's the same person that goes, new year, new me. And it's like, no, you're still the same ratchet fucking person that I met yesterday. It's no different. Your credit score still sucks. You still can't do anything. Make small strides at that point. Stop trying to say it's a new you. It's still the same you.
But small strides are still strides. Keep that in mind.
Make small strides.
But progress is progress, whether it be this big or it be like Bonnie big. It doesn't matter. It has to. Progress is progress.
Exactly.
But as long as you are making,
but
as long as you're making if you were making that progress is the difference. You can't just say it and expect it to happen. You do have to do the work.
Exactly.
And a lot of times you have to have self-realization, accountability. There's a lot of changes that happen there. You can't just be, it's not like one of those speak it and it happens. You can manifest it, but you can't manifest without the work.
Exactly.
Say,
there's the social media lie. I like this one. The person that's like, I'm getting off social media. I'm going dark. This year is private for me. I'm not announcing things anymore. But they're the one they're posting that on Facebook.
Yeah. See, okay, that one, because it bothers me.
You've seen it too. You've seen it on fucking line.
I may have not seen it. I may have not seen it like for the whole New Year thing, but I've seen it throughout the year. Listen, if you're just going to leave social media, do it.
Don't talk about it. Just slowly disappear.
Yeah, like you don't have
like Homer Simpson in this wall.
Yeah, like I don't need you to let me know your departure. Like, okay, because at that point, if you're the whole, you didn't need anyone's approval. Like you do things for yourself, which by all means you might do all that. But I think at that point you're kind of
pick me energy, right? Pick me energy.
I see, like you are seeking attention. That like you want people to acknowledge.
No, don't go.
You want people to acknowledge you. You're not Roman Reigns. You're not the tribal chief. I'm not going to acknowledge you. If you're going to leave, just fucking leave. And because I've been guilty of it, because like it's just like those ones where it's like
they do it, and then like a week later, like they're resharing a movie trailer on their page. It's like you're still on social media. The whole idea is to go dark. Do not even search on it.
Or the other ones that I've seen people like they'll put their problems out, like, or they vaguely put their problems out there, and then they put in the whole thing.
God,
don't ask. They just say, don't ask what happened. Well, you gave me like a prelude to what
can't stand those people. I need you to understand that. Like I sat up because there's somebody in particular that I know that all of their problems are blasted on the internet, like every single time. Like this is a damn near 40-year-old man going online and crying about this and that and this and that all the fucking time. And it's like, the world doesn't need to know that. Like
now, coming from a person that used to share a lot of his life on Facebook.
We all used to do that. But at some point you're like, that's not appropriate.
And so I stopped doing it because thank God the times that my Facebook has been deleted, because there was some shit on there that I'm not very proud of. Stuff that I've said, stuff that I posted, stuff that is of me. And I'm just like, yo, carbon footprint. And I get that. But at the same time, if you're comfortable with whatever the fuck you put on social media, do you? That's your business. It's your social media. You do what you do. I support you. As long as you're not hurting anybody, belittling other people, or anything like that, I really don't give a shit. It's your world. I just happen to gaze upon it.
I'm so happy also that my Facebook got deleted, because there is definitely shit from 2009 to 2011 that I didn't realize the importance of what you put on the internet that is there forever. And there's no way of deleting it.
No.
It's there forever. But thank you to Facebook. Shout out to Meta out there. Thank you for deleting it for me and protecting Because God knows, I don't think we'll ever be famous. I don't think we'll be on a world tour. I don't think we're gonna be, living large on a yacht recording our episodes, Nick. But if the fucking lottery hits, don't need, local Connecticut guy won the lottery back in 2009. He said this. It's like, that's out of context. That's from a song. 50 Cent said that in a song. Like, chill.
Well, that's why he's 50 Cent and you're not.
Exactly. I am barely. I'm a penny. I'm just, there's a shortage and I'm short. How about the clean slate person? The person that, it's a new year and it's a fresh start. It's not. Debt collectors don't see it as a fresh start.
Well, that's different. That is different. Like debt is like karma. It always comes to collect.
Yeah.
However,
So-
you can't. But
Go
this
ahead.
resorts back to what I was saying earlier: is that if you feel like that you're going to start a new slate, by all means, start a new slate. I've done it myself. You don't have to wait till January to do so. If you're going to start the new slate, do it on a random October 18th at 2 p.m. You don't need the new year to do so. And I support anyone who wants to do a clean slate, because sometimes you just get to that realization and you do it. However, if you do the clean slate, do the clean slate, uphold that clean slate, treat it like a cast iron, take care of it, oil it, polish it, cook in it what stuff that you need to. Don't put negative stuff back onto this plate or slate, whatever the hell you want to call it. Because if you do that, the cycle will repeat itself. It is only within you where you can create and break the old cycles into which that you were living that brought you to that point. I understand that temptations and stuff like that come around, but that does not mean that you need to enable into them. Be strong, hold yourself accountable, keep it clean.
And that's what all these are. Just because, like, if I see, and I'm friends with a lot of y'all added me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and I'll see what your New Year's resolution is. I'll see what it is, and I'm gonna call you out. If in 2 weeks I don't see no update, I'll be like, yo, what happened to your resolution? I'm all about accountability. That's why I'm a manager. That's what we do. We just hold you accountable. The next one is the overachiever, Nick.
What's the overachiever?
The overachiever is the person that's like, I'm going to read 20 to 50 books in this next year. I'm going to learn a new language. I'm starting a side hustle.
I mean,
like,
there are people
why
that
are you waiting now? Like, what took so long? Like, it all comes back to the
I think
why are you waiting? It always comes back to that.
There's that common denominator that we were talking about earlier. There's the common denominator of you not have to wait.
I think we're talking about the same kind of person, though. Where these are the people that are all talk, and there's no. They're all talk and no progress. I would say, right? Because that's really what that is. It's all talk, and nobody's actually trying to do anything. I am the flip side of that. If I talk about it, I do it, and I do it too much. Like I said, I'm going to redo the studio. Some people would change their camera, change the light, maybe put some posters up. I renovate. I was like, I didn't like the sound of that. Instead of getting, upgrading a little bit, I go full blown with a fucking production. That's the way I am. But don't talk about it. Be about it. Right? I'm a firm believer if you can bitch about it or you can be about it. And there's no other way around it. And a lot of these to me are just bitching. Unless you're like going to a foreign country this year and you're like, I want to learn the language. Okay. That's fair. That makes sense. But then you better be able to fucking ask where the bathroom is in Italy when you go. Passo andare al bagno. Learn that one. And then some of these are stupid, but I'm going to go with the escape plan. That's this person. I'm moving. I'm quitting my job. I'm starting over. And I'm not trying to take shots at you, but if you could have done that in 2025, you would have done it. And odds are you probably felt the same way the year before. Just just up and moving is kind of a big deal, and you can't just up and move and leave. You know? Do you agree?
No, I agree. My thing, all in all, on New Year's resolutions, like Zaga and I have said, if you had all these ideas, why didn't you start them? I don't feel like you need the January to do it. You could have done this 8 months ago, 6 months ago, last month, a couple weeks ago. You didn't need January to do it. And I'm not a judgmental person. Over the years, I've become a non-judgmental person.
I am.
I'm not.
Very judgmental.
And I disagree that he is, but he is his own person. I can't control what he does. However, the only thing I will say that I will judge the people on is if you do make these New Year's resolutions and you don't put any effort into them and you quit them or whatever, and then you don't hold yourself accountable, this is your fault.
They're going to judge you now.
That is the only time I'm going to judge you. And the only thing I'm going to tell you when I judge you, and I'm going to do it in a respectful way, is that, well, what went wrong? What could you have done different? And why have you not gone back up and tried to achieve again? Because I understand setbacks happen. Life happens. I can speak from experience. Life happens.
Life happens.
So if you've got to take 10 steps back, don't let those 10 steps stop you.
But you got to get back on that horse.
You got to get back up.
See, I had talked about for years about starting a podcast, and honestly, it took my wife to say, quit being a little bitch and just do it. And now here we are 5 years later. By the way, I watched our very first episode that we ever did together.
Scary.
Yeah. When you were the friendly neighborhood Oklahoma.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yep. That was the old school A to Z days. I actually had somebody ask me where they could find these episodes, and I'm like, nope. Those are on the internet by invite only. You will not watch it otherwise.
Tell you what, if you guys want to watch that for a very low price of $5, we will send them to you.
Maybe if I open up a Patreon, I'll put my old shit out there. But I'll do only stuff that me and you actually no, because NFA is still available. Yeah. If you want to watch old shit, go back to NFA. That was when shit was really not good. Like we did not have a handle on how to do podcasting at all. No. The quality, your quality,
my quality's improved insanely,
drastically. That old
audio to lighting, yeah.
That old red mic where you had to.
Still sitting over there. I need to put it on Marketplace for someone to come, because somebody could use it for gaming.
I have one. It's in my little ottoman. I have every piece of equipment I've ever bought still in my studio, except for one wireless mic that I gave to my cousin for Christmas because he wanted a wireless mic. But he's also like 22 years old, 23 years old. And I'm like, you're too old for me to buy you a Christmas present right now. Like, you're not one of the kids. There's lots of the new generation of kids. So I spoil the young kids, right? I was like, so you'll get hand-me-downs, but, Tito, damn it, I did it twice. I did it twice to myself. Tito doesn't provide gifts to adults. He provides gifts for the children. You'll get hand-me-downs, but I get good shit. I hand-me-down good shit. By the way, I didn't realize it was hand-me-downs. I always said hammies, hand-me-downs.
Yeah, did you say it quickly? Hand-me-down.
Exactly. It's hand-me.
Just like open sesame is open sesame.
See, I say open sesame. But I'm also Asian, so sesame is very important.
Sesame seed, sesame oil, I get it.
Yes. I can't say the word, I have a dresser here. Now, what is the thing that you pull open out of a dresser?
A drawer.
See, I call it a drawer. It's a drawer. Because I say drawer, but drawer, and it just comes out drawer.
So yeah, it's in the drawer.
Yeah, it's in the drawer.
We're saying the same thing.
Exactly. See? But that ends the main topic because I've been excited. Ellie really let me down last week. Because it's time for this week's Nick Doesn't Get It.
Nick doesn't get it.
I can just hear it in the background. Nick doesn't get it.
Doesn't get it.
Except on this episode, after Zaga does the production, the sound should have already be getting cut off by now. And it's not still going.
No, it's still going to jingle in the background. It'll just be really, really, really quiet. It'll be really quiet. But for this week's Nick Doesn't Get It, Now, Ellie didn't understand the Nick doesn't get it part. She actually didn't get it. Ellie doesn't get it. But the doesn't get it part, and for this, if this is your first time ever tuning into our episode, Nick doesn't get it is I give Nick a ridiculous thing to explain, which I know for a fact he doesn't get this exactly, but he's going to have to explain it in full certainty with 100% confidence behind it.
You know, one of
And
these
I'm gonna
times
ask-
I'm just gonna get so drunk on an episode and we're gonna do that.
You let me know, I'll bring Benjamin.
Oh,
Okay?
God.
So this week on Nick Doesn't Get It, I need you, Nick, to explain to me how the moon and star alignments around New Year's Eve are the actual source of the New Year magic, and explain it scientifically using sources you definitely read.
I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
Okay.
Because
How the moon and star alignments around New Year's Eve are the actual source of the New Year's magic. And I need you to explain it scientifically using your sources that I know you definitely read.
okay, I haven't touched on this one in a while, so forgive me.
I just need you to reel back and just
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been on
Robbie.
Iowa time, so I'm a little rusty too. So you could see the stars out there a lot. There's not a lot of city lights where we were at.
yeah. So you were able to get your alignments.
In a sense, yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot of
Okay.
little alignment there, little chakras, if you will. But how you said they play into the New Year energy and whatnot.
Magic. Yes.
Magic energy. Same.
Scientifically.
Scientifically. Okay, so we're just gonna go with energy, not magic, because if we're doing scientifically, even energy is the correct term. So I need you to be
No.
scientifically.
You understand how the science is magic.
Yes, but
important.
we're speaking in a professional sense. So magic is energy.
Yes.
I just needed that.
However you know in your expertise.
So
He doesn't get it. It was the best. Listen, dude, I went through 18 renders and that was the one, baby. When I hit, I was like, done.
but how it all plays into the whole New Year magic, and I know it energy magic, whatever you want to fucking call it. I know it seems weird for being the New Year, and how oddly enough that's just when the magic occurs. Well, the thing is, and I read this on weareastrologywahoo.com. When in times, and I'll use this as an example, when Mercury is in cowgirl retrograde, putting Gatorade in the microwave, wearing crocodile shoes,
Okay.
it makes people a little wonky, little timid, if you will, because it changes your chakra, your personal chakra, and everything. Now, I say that because when the New Year happens, it's because we've now rotated, as the Earth has rotated a full year, which I know a lot of people, the flat earthers, I understand. It doesn't make sense to you that a rotate flat.
Don't worry, people. He will explain the flat earth theory on a future episode. Now that we're getting away from the holidays, the questions are going to get more ridiculous.
Yeah, well, flat earthers are weird. Anywho, yeah, I'm coming after y'all in 2026. That's my fucking resolution. Coming after the flat earthers. Anyways, back to the more important things. When the Earth rotates in a full 360, or actually it's a 180, because you don't want to. No, it's a full 360. I don't know math. Anywho, 360. Now that's
full
yeah,
circle.
360.
180 is halfway.
That's right.
Halfway.
Yeah. Thank you to my grateful associate there.
You're welcome.
But anyways, when the Earth rotates in a full 360, the moon aligns up perfectly with the stars, and that is the same thing as when Mercury is in cowgirl retrograde, putting Gatorade in the microwave on a Sunday morning with crocodile shoes on. The reason this happens is it's just how the stars and everything align up. There's so much energy that gets off-put. The moon is pretty much the beacon in which the stars are if any of you have watched Dragon Ball Z, this
We're referencing Dragon Ball Z.
it's the best thing that I can use as a metaphor is that if you have watched Dragon Ball Z, it is when Goku creates the spirit bomb. He gathers energy from all life forms, all life things that give him energy to create this energy blasts and everything. So take that, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. It's on YouTube. It's easy to understand. It's also on Hulu and stuff like that. Anyways, the stars emit all their energy into the moon because they are aligned with it, and the moon is just a honing beacon that shoots it down onto Earth, onto all of us. And just like Bonnie, it just covers all of us in its immense energy. Even though sometimes people say the moon landing was fake, there's a lot of energy up there. It's a how do I? It's like that electric ball that you can buy from Spencer's, and you touch it, and you can like follow your finger because it's a ball of electricity.
I'm sorry.
The ball of electricity.
I'm sorry. I was completely looking up something completely different. My ADHD brain took over there. I did not hear a single word you had just said in that one.
It's okay. What I was saying is like the moon collects all the energy from the aligned stars after the 360 turn of Earth. And the moon is a conduit, just like that ball that's at Spencer's that has the purple electricity.
Yes. You put your hand on it.
You put your hand on it. Same concept, except
Okay.
once the energy is collected into the moon, it's like the Death Star. It just shoots it down into Earth, and we are just like Bonnie, collecting all of that immense energy all over ourselves.
Okay, and that's what the magic comes from.
That is where the magic energy, the energy comes from.
Okay,
magic energy, they're the same thing.
And who did this study? If you don't mind, you got to give him the credit for doing the study.
Chuck Mangione might have been part of it.
Chuck Mangione.
Chuck Mangione.
Any relation to the other Mangione?
The Mangione. The Mangiones have a very heavy hand in this.
Okay.
Do you think that they can play the trumpet that well without the magic? No. No,
the trumpet?
Yes.
Who's playing a trumpet?
Chuck Mangione. How do you not know who Chuck Mangione is?
Please go further into your explanation on
Chuck Mangione was a person that was depicted in the animated series of King of the Hill. He was a very iconic trumpet player, and I could
never seen the show.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
You watch it because they sound like you. It's
bullshit. King of the Hill is something that is easily enjoyed nationwide. North, south, east, west, west. It doesn't fucking matter. He, she, we, wombo. It doesn't fucking matter. King of the Hill is enjoyed all the way around. That I don't know you. That's my purse. That propane and propane accessories. That
whether
boy,
you're
right?
Doing a voice or not, it sounds the same.
Oh dear God, you're just racist.
Well, we haven't done a cold open in a while, and that's gonna be it.
You're just fucking racist. Jesus Christ.
Well, I appreciate your scientific explanation of this. My question was, well, I was going to interrupt you and ask what Mercury has to do with it, and you had pre-done it. You were prepared.
Well, Mercury is part of is when things are aligned. It's when the stars align. I mean, it's kind of.
Can you explain why the magic fades by like January 12th or?
By January 12th? Yeah, it's because when we start rotating once more.
Oh, okay. So the magic dissipates. And this is why the resolutions don't get... Makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's why you keep going back to it, because you had the study. You had the science to back it.
You did. I might have been a reject from NASA, but that's part of my work history. A lot of you don't know is that I did apply for NASA. I was quickly rejected because they say I was a basket case. I say I was overqualified.
It was one of those things where they just knew that you were coming for their jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a young cat. I got drive. They don't. They're fucking old news. I'm new news.
New news.
You know what they used to call me back in the day?
What?
They used to call me Nikki the News.
Nikki News.
Nikki News.
I'm going to introduce you to the show next week as Nikki News.
Because that, I mean, I always had the in. But then again, that was when I had my life out there in the world to be open. And now I'm like a fucking clam. I'm fucking closed up.
Weirdly enough, I just get the T on people.
Tony T.
Tony, see, now you did it. That's 3 times my name. My name hasn't been dropped legally on this show for fucking 4 episodes. Ellie did it last week. Obviously, I'm her husband. She doesn't know Zaga. Zaga's just up there somewhere.
It's a wazzy. It's a woozy. It's a
wazzy. You got it. You knew it. You knew what I was doing there. You had mentioned it earlier, so I had to bring it back. Okay,
I had to bring it back. Had a nice little callback,
baby. Full circle.
Kind of like the moon.
I want to get to our game because we always do a game on the episode. That is one of our things that I think I'm going to continue to do. Nick, by the way, I don't know if you're going to be involved in it. This evening, following the show release, later on for you, I'm going to be partaking in a Jackbox night with the fans. So if you are available, I believe you have Discord.
Sometimes I forget that I have it.
Yep. So just log into Discord, join into the thing. I'm going to host it. Everyone logs in on their phone and we'll play. And then the fans get to play with the host. And then me and you can have quick, funny banter. And they get to see how we actually are outside of the podcast, which is usually you yelling at me for something I said or did. Or the only time you will judge is when it comes to me. So it'll happen. So you let me know if you can partake in that with the fans. But for today's game, between me and you, we're going to do, is this a resolution or is this a lie? When I say a lie that you're telling yourself. Like, will this actually get done as a resolution or a lie?
Man, she.
Yeah. So, gym 5 days a week.
Sounds nice, but I feel like you're just telling yourself that.
It's a lie, right? You're not going to go to the gym 5 days a week right off the bat. After day 2, you're going to be so sore, you're going to be like, I need a break. And then the day after that, you're still going to be sore. And you're like, I'm still not ready to go back. And then you're just going to fall back to old habits. That's what's going to happen. Dry January, because a lot of people do partake in the spirits around the holidays. So they'll go dry for January. What do you think?
I think that's realistic. I see a lot of people do. And I'm talking about when I say, I do see it as a resolution. I don't know if I don't see it as a resolution. I guess it could be a resolution. Anyways, I know a lot of people that heavily drink throughout.
I do.
I see a lot of people that heavily drink, and then when January hits, they don't sip a single bit of alcohol because they said they weren't going to.
That conquito just really fucked them up.
Yeah, well.
Somebody had some bad eggnog.
Bad nog.
Cutting sugar completely. Ooh. I'm going to go resolution because I've made a very massive step to cutting sugary substances out of my diet. So
I think that could be on board with the whole dry January because alcohol does have sugar in it. So therefore, I can see that being a resolution, cutting sugar out. I know it's extremely hard. I can't do it because I like my sweets. And thankfully, knock on wood, I have a high metabolism. I can deteriorate it very, very fast and sweat it out. But fuck, like if you can if you guys can cut out sugar in your diet, I applaud you.
He's applauding me, folks.
For
He's
once.
Applauding me. It's the first time.
Don't worry. It's not going to happen a lot in 2026.
Right after Hawaii? My next trip is not till 2027, and I'm going to Italy for my cousin's wedding. So, yeah, that's a wrap. Are you kidding me?
The day he gets back from Hawaii, fucking cheesecakes out the ass.
For real though. Well, here's the thing. Once I'm in Hawaii, so we're gonna drop about 15, 20 in 3 months. That's what's happening. It's not if, it's what's happening. Got connections for the Zempic. No, I can't do that. I have a fear of needles. It scares the shit out of me. I'll stab myself and then go, huh, and I'll faint. That's what happens. Every time I get my blood work done. But yeah, no, I've already, like, I don't have any soda in the house at all. All my energy drinks are non-sugar. Not even high fructose corn syrup. I just brewed up on my Circle water bottle, so I have more of my little pods. So we're really making strides already before New Year's, before the first of the year. Okay, people.
Yeah, because this is something that you've actually been working on over the
I've
last.
been working on this. Yes,
Yeah,
my
so.
goal, my thing was after Christmas. I was like, we're being a little more strict. So since Friday, I've been a little stricter. My snacks are no longer brownies and cookies and shit like that. I have like a hard-boiled egg, banana, an apple, something good. How about this one, Nick? No more eating out.
I think that's a resolution. That's easily attainable too. Very
It is.
easy.
But there comes that accountability because you're going to have those nights you don't want to cook. So I'm going to go with lie for the sheer fact of convenience. That you're gonna have a long day at work and you're not gonna want to eat. So you're gonna.
I mean, that's you in general. I mean, you have specifically said on this show that you guys have gone. I've even done it. You guys have gone grocery shopping, and as soon as you get home, you and Ellie both have ordered something off a DoorDash. Now, I still think it's a resolution because if you hold yourself accountable and you stay dedicated, it's easy. You could easily do it. But again, I resort back. You could have easily started doing this.
Could have started this a week prior. Yeah. Now, granted, hours when I haven't ordered out in the last 3 days. I had so many leftovers. It's been great. All those Christmas leftovers, Christmas Eve leftovers. It's delicious.
My mom's sitting home with them.
Saving aggressively.
Saving as in yourself?
No, like money.
Oh.
Saving yourself? How are you aggressively saving yourself?
I mean,
you're going to get through this. You're going to.
Hey, sometimes that works. I mean, mentally, that's what it sounds like in my head sometimes.
No, it doesn't sound like that in my head.
But saving as in like financially?
Yeah. Aggressively.
I mean, so I'm kind of already, I've been doing that. Like I said, I'm frugal. Like, for instance, I was just in Iowa for a week. The only thing, I unplugged every little fucking thing I had in my house, except for my Wi-Fi, and my security system, and my little Roomba. 3 things out of my whole house, only thing plugged in.
Yeah, see, I leave my house for multiple days. Everything stays as is.
Nope. I unplugged every fucking thing.
The fire marshal would love you.
Oh, yeah. The only thing that I forgot to do was
he's a good boy. He listens.
I was supposed to turn off my water because I inherited a water key. So in all my years of moving, I inherited a water key somehow.
What is a water key?
So there's the water meter is outside your house, like in the ground, and it's that little T-shaped thing. You can use a pair of pliers, but I think I was bestowed an actual water key. And so I should have I wanted to go out there and turn it off. So for a couple of reasons, if there was a water break, my house would have not flooded. 2,
smart.
And then there's no water going to my house. So therefore, in theory, I can't be charged for water that I don't take into my house.
They're still going to charge you anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm saving like maybe like pennies on the dollar, if that, but I take every little bit that I can. Like right now,
that's
my electric bill,
and that's accountability, and I appreciate that.
My electric bill, they just said what it's estimated to be because it'll end on the 12th or the 13th of next month. My bill right now is estimated to be like $38.
God bless. Our town, like my bill is like, oh, your usage is like $40, but to deliver the electricity is $180, and it's like, thanks, Eversource. I'm gonna call you right the fuck out. Fuck you, Eversource. Eat a dick. Fucking assholes. Like, do they do this? There's so many things about it, but they're the only energy company. So it's a complete monopoly, and they just charge whatever the fuck they want. Fucking, we used to have Cox Internet. That was the same thing here.
We have Cox Internet. That's what we have right now.
Now we're on Frontier. Baby, $65 a month, 2 gigabytes download. What's up? Fiber. How about cooking? Well, I guess this isn't the same thing. Journaling every day. Journaling daily. I think that's a resolution.
That's what.
That's an easy one. It's an easy one. What do you think?
I think it's a resolution. I think it's an easy one. The way I don't journal, what I do instead is I wake up in the morning, and I haven't done it in a while. I need to get back on it. Is I would wake up in the morning, and whether it's when I'm making coffee, I do it when I brush my teeth so I can look at myself. And at minimum, I try to name off 5 things that I'm grateful for, like affirmations, 5 affirmations as I'm brushing my teeth, and I look myself in the eye when I do it.
Huh.
And honestly, it alters my mood quite a bit. It's something that's really mentally has helped me. So and I've actually passed it on. Like after I've seen that it worked for me, I do pass it on to everybody else. And I tell them, if you can't do 5, do 3. No less than 3 is what I would say. If you do more, do more. But I will say no less than 3 personal affirmations, whether it be what you're grateful for, stuff like that.
I love journaling. I don't do it enough because I don't have a lot of just free time just to have my thoughts to myself, which is a dangerous thing to have. But I have a book called Burn After Writing or something like that.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, so it's something similar, or it's Wreck This Journal or something like that. And then some of the stuff it wants you to do, it's like, I don't have coffee available to just pour on my fucking book. Like, that's one thing that tells you to do. So I get it. How about this? The people who are like, this is my year. That's a lie.
That's a lie, because again, we've been saying it. I think the thing for this episode is I think you should have started, if you knew that you needed change, you should have started it when you realized that you needed change. If you were saying back in random month, April of last year, I'm going to make 2026 my year because I'm going to do this, this, and this. Why the fuck did you wait until January?
Exactly. Which leads me right into our final segment of the episode, because we're reaching our time here. Actually, no, I can't even say we're reaching our time. We have sometimes gone an hour and a half. We sometimes do an hour. So whatever the case is. But it's time for Tito time. It's the thing where I get all philosophical and serious and tell you guys something nice. So with Tito time, this is what I have to say. Because here's the truth about New Year's resolutions. Most of them don't fail because people are lazy. They fail because people try to change everything at once, then get mad when they're still human. So January isn't magical, despite what Nick says. It's just
I don't
loud.
say it's in science.
It's in science. Real progress is quiet, guys. And it's boring, and usually it doesn't actually start on January 1st, as we kept saying this whole episode. So if you want to do better this year and follow through with that resolution, do less. That's honestly the best way to do it. You pick one thing. You show up a little more every day than you did the last year. And that's really it. You don't need a new version of yourself unless you're a complete asshole.
I mean, you could always make a better version of yourself. Everyone, yeah. I mean, you could
make a better version, but I'm saying you don't need a new version of you. You just need consistency longer than 2 weeks. So with it being January 2nd, take that to heart and push through to get to February, because it takes 30 days to make a fucking habit.
Yeah,
so
a lot of accountability.
Tito's done.
Takes a lot of accountability.
It does. And it's self-accountability. And it's really hard to hold yourself accountable. But one thing I learned about accountability comes organization. If you want to hold yourself accountable, you got to be organized. And that is a thing that you really have to do. And it's hard. I'm just getting better about putting everything in my life on a calendar. On my phone, it's shared with Ellie. So if I'm doing something, she's the first one to say, "Don't you have to go do this?" If I haven't already said it to myself.
And
So,
see, that's a good support. That's a support system, and I
share
love
your
that.
calendar with a friend.
Yeah.
You can pick which contact you want to share your calendar with. So if you got a best friend that you trust, do it. Share it with them so they can hold you accountable.
And not only that, the other thing that I believe is that if you want to ascend, blah blah blah, if you want to get comfortable, you got to get uncomfortable.
Exactly. I love that. If you want to get comfortable, you got to get uncomfortable. Because there have been so many times this year I've been uncomfortable with what we've been doing. I'm uncomfortable with the whole Cricut thing, 3D printing.
But the growth,
That's all new to me.
the growth that is going to come from that because you got uncomfortable because you learned something is going to be a plethora of
And
new
honestly,
shit, new avenues.
Since me and you have been very uncomfortable on our episodes, on our shows for over the last 2 years now. And honestly, look at how far we've come. We have 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Your episodes cracking thousands of views, and it feels great. And we're going to continue pushing that into 2026. And Nick, say your goodbyes.
Well, I hope that you guys all enjoyed your New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. Probably some of you might still be a little bit hungover. That's okay. I hope it's celebrated well. I hope you all were safe. And if you weren't safe, then I know that you're watching this the moment that you got out of jail. Hey, been there, done that, just was never on New Year's Eve. But always take into account, with this being the new year, take this to heart, is that this is a quote from a movie that I actually watch quite often. It's a very good movie. It's very nostalgic. It's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's a great movie. You could agree to it, Zaga.
Hell yeah.
And that quote is, life moves at you pretty fast. If you don't stop to take a look around, you could easily miss it. So in saying that, make sure that you take the time to look around, enjoy your life, but also continue to work on yourself. Be the best version of you that you can be. And that's it.
And I'm going to quote a movie as well.
I
So
like
my
that.
movie is from Van Wilder. And it's, you can't take life too seriously. You never get out alive. And honestly, it's a true statement. So have fun. Go into 2026 with some joys and some laughs. Keep coming back to the episode, to our episodes, and have fun with us. We're going to continue to do it throughout the year. Episode 52 is going to be the last episode of the season. We are taking a month off, and we're right back at it again. Was that to be around May? So June-ish, give or take. We're going to give ourselves like a little vacation time, a little time to re-up, get some episodes stashed away so we can have some freedom. And yeah, like, follow, subscribe to Adulthood Pending. Yeet.
All my friends got past the checkpoint. I'm still here trying to play the game, boy. I don't know how long I can keep this up. Write another song and put it online. Pause and think, am I wasting my time? Start to question, when will it be enough? Searching for my four-leaf clover. One more try till it's game over. Everything's fine. I'll tell myself it just takes time. And one